Welcome, NFL fans. If you love the game, its history, and the people who shaped it, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the story of one of the most respected, consistent, and quietly dominant head coaches in NFL history, Mike Tomlin. Just think about this for a moment. A head coach who has never had a losing season in 18 consecutive years. A man who won the Super Bowl at just 36 years old, becoming the youngest head coach in NFL history to do so at the time. And as of 2025, the longest tenured head coach across all four major American professional sports leagues. It almost sounds unreal, but this is the reality of Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So stay with us until the end, because this is the story of how a young man from Virginia became a symbol of leadership, consistency, and excellence in one of the most unforgiving leagues in sports. Michael Pettaway Tomlin was born on March 15, 1972 in Hampton, Virginia. From an early age, football was part of his identity. He wasn't just watching the game, he was studying it. The strategy, the discipline, the responsibility that came with wearing a helmet and leading a team. That passion carried him to the College of William and Mary, where he played wide receiver and graduated in 1995. Tomlin was a solid player, but even then, it became clear that his greatest strength wasn't his speed or hands. It was his mind, his leadership, his ability to connect with teammates and understand the game on a deeper level. After graduation, Mike Tomlin made a decision that would define his future. Instead of chasing a professional playing career, he chose coaching, not because it was easier, but because it was where he truly belonged. He began his journey in college football, taking coaching roles at Virginia Military Institute, the University of Memphis, Arkansas State, and later the University of Cincinnati. These years were critical. They weren't glamorous. There were no bright lights or national headlines, but this was where Tomlin built his foundation, learning how to teach, how to lead, and how to command respect without demanding it. In 2001, Mike Tomlin reached the NFL, joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as their defensive backs coach. It didn't take long for him to find himself surrounded by greatness. In 2002, the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, and Tomlin absorbed everything: preparation, accountability, and what it truly meant to win at the highest level. After his time in Tampa Bay, Tomlin moved on to the Minnesota Vikings. In 2006, he became their defensive coordinator. He was only 36 years old, but his impact was immediate. His defensive unit improved rapidly, and league executives took notice. Then, in January 2007, everything changed. The Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the most tradition-rich franchises in sports, made a bold and controversial decision. They hired Mike Tomlin as their head coach, replacing Bill Cowher, who had led the team for 15 seasons. Tomlin was young. He had only 1 year of experience as a defensive coordinator. Many doubted him, but the Steelers saw leadership. They saw presence. They saw a man who could carry the standard of the organization without trying to be someone else. In his very first season, Tomlin proved them right. The Steelers finished 10-6, won the AFC North, and fielded the top-ranked defense in the entire NFL. The message was clear. This wasn't a rebuilding phase. This was a continuation of excellence. The 2008 season elevated Tomlin into NFL history. Led by quarterback Ben Roethlisberger and a suffocating defense, Pittsburgh powered through the playoffs and reached the Super Bowl against the Arizona Cardinals. What followed was one of the most thrilling Super Bowls ever played. In the final moments, with the world watching, Mike Tomlin guided the Steelers to victory. At just 36 years old, he became the youngest head coach in NFL history to win a Super Bowl, a record that stood for more than a decade. But what truly defines Mike Tomlin isn't one championship. It's what came after. Year after year, the NFL changed. Rosters turned over, quarterbacks retired, injuries mounted. Expectations never dropped, and yet the Steelers never collapsed. In 18 seasons as head coach, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing record, not once. In a league designed for parity, where coaches are fired after a few bad months, this level of consistency is almost unheard of. During that span, Tomlin led the Steelers to the playoffs 12 times, captured 7 AFC North titles, reached 3 AFC championship games, and appeared in 2 Super Bowls. Only legends like Tom Landry and Bill Belichick have ever matched similar stretches of sustained success. Beyond the numbers, Tomlin became known for his words. His short, powerful motivational phrases, often called Tomlinisms, became part of NFL culture. The standard is the standard. We don't live in our fears. Don't blink. These weren't just quotes, they were principles. They defined how his teams practiced, prepared, and competed. Under Tomlin, accountability was non-negotiable, and effort was expected every single day. Of course, no career is without criticism. After the Steelers' AFC Championship appearance in 2016, postseason success became harder to find. Playoff losses mounted, and outside voices began questioning whether it was time for change. But inside the Steelers organization, there was never hesitation. Owner Art Rooney II made it clear that Mike Tomlin was the right man to lead the franchise. In 2025, reports surfaced that Pittsburgh had declined a trade offer from the Chicago Bears for Tomlin. That same year, following the retirement of Greg Popovich, Tomlin officially became the longest tenured head coach across all four major American sports leagues. Off the field, Mike Tomlin is known as a devoted family man. He met his wife, Kia Winston, while attending William and Mary. They married in 1996 and have 3 children together. Kia is a successful fashion designer and entrepreneur, running her own clothing brand, while the family remains deeply involved in community work in Pittsburgh. Tomlin is also a man of faith and is widely respected by his players for building genuine relationships. Many former players describe him not just as a coach, but as a mentor and role model. Financially, Tomlin's success has been just as impressive. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated at around $30 million. In 2024, he signed a 3-year, $50 million contract extension, making him one of the highest-paid coaches in the NFL. Over his career, his total coaching earnings are estimated to exceed $150 million. Yet, money has never defined Mike Tomlin. His legacy is built on discipline, trust, and unwavering standards. In a league obsessed with constant change, Mike Tomlin became proof that consistency, when done right, can be just as powerful as innovation. So now the question remains, is Mike Tomlin the best coach in football today? And has he already earned his place among the all-time greats? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this documentary-style breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future content. Thanks for watching. And remember, the standard is the standard.